hope by talking openly it will make it easier for others to talk about this dreadful disease. Actor Christopher Biggins, one of her closest friends, said, "We couldn't wish for a better figurehead as we battle this terrible disease. Barbara will be brilliant at it. She will do it like she has done everything else in her life, with good grace, humor and a sense of fun." The actress revealed she has been secretly fighting the incurable illness since a bombshell diagnosis in 2014. "I didn't want someone else to dictate how or when the diagnosis came out, so that's why I'm speaking about it now." Husband Scott, 55, her husband of 18 years, said, "When the doctor told us, she began crying, then stretched her hand out to me and mouthed, 'I'm so sorry.' I can't protect her any longer. I squeezed her hand back and said, 'Don't worry, we'll be okay.'" Since her 80th birthday last August, a definite continual confusion has set in, so it's becoming a lot more difficult for us to hide. "I don't want it to come across that she's sitting there unable to communicate, because she's not. We are still going out for walks or dinner with friends and we still laugh together a lot. She loves going out and it's good for her. Of course, the public are naturally very drawn to her, which I don't want to stop. But as soon as we leave the house, I live in constant terror that she's going to say something, or suddenly have a panic attack, or get photographed when she's not looking right. I didn't want someone else to dictate how or when the diagnosis came out, so that's why I'm speaking about it now. I'm doing this because I want us to be able to go out and, if something isn't quite right, it will be okay because people will now know that she has Alzheimer's and will accept it for what it is. I have kept this bottled up for so long that talking about it so openly feels like a release." Thrice married Dame Barbara's infectious laugh and Cockney charm have entertained Britain for decades. To millions, she is known as the Queen Vic's indomitable landlady Peggy Mitchell, but to a generation of older fans she will be fondly remembered for her scantily clad, saucy roles in 9 Carry-On films. Sally Geeson, 67, appeared alongside Dame Barbara and Sir James in Carry On Abroad in 1972. She said, "When I arrived at 6 a.m. for my first day of filming, I walked along the corridor towards the makeup room and I could hear her laughing her head off. Barbara was full of laughter and fun and there's no reason why she can't be now." He was diagnosed at 67 and suffered with it for 20 years. "My dad had Alzheimer's. He died in 1997. One of the most important things I learned is that you must always remain positive. Even when Alzheimer's takes a grip, sufferers have moments of great lucidity and what they want to hear is good things. They want to still enjoy life and have fun. It mustn't be doom and gloom." Scott said he first noticed symptoms in 2009, just before Dame Barbara left EastEnders for the first time, when she began finding it difficult to learn her lines. "There's no reason why Barbara can't still have a great life." She underwent a series of mental agility tests, a brain scan and a lumbar puncture before the couple's worst fears were confirmed. By 2016, when she received a damnhood for services to show business and charity, her forgetfulness and confusion were getting worse and it was agreed she would leave EastEnders for the final time. Among tributes last night, Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson described her as a true national treasure and a wonderful campaigner for the elderly and vulnerable. Comment: Jeremy Hughes, Chief Executive, Alzheimer's Society. One person is diagnosed with dementia every 3 minutes in the UK. This statistic proves that you or someone you know will develop it. The reality of how dementia can happen to anyone will have hit home for many people yesterday as we woke up to discover that national treasure Dame Barbara Windsor has Alzheimer's. Her husband Scott spoke bravely about how Barbara has been living with the condition for the past 4 years and the worry as it has been progressing. At Alzheimer's Society, we speak every day to people through our helpline, or in person, who have been diagnosed. People from all walks of life, often worried about the same things, what the future holds and if people will treat them differently. Although awareness has improved and continues to do so every day, many people still lack vital knowledge and don't feel confident about how best to interact with a person living with dementia. This often means that people with dementia can be excluded from activities they used to love, bypassed in conversation and even shunned by friends. With Dementia Action Week coming up, from May 21st to 27, people with the condition and their carers have shared small actions everyone can take to feel part of society. From continuing to invite a person out, being a bit more patient or including them in conversation, We can all help people feel supported. They, like everyone living with dementia, have the right to live the life they would like as part of the community. Barbara and Scott should feel able to speak about her diagnosis. Their bravery goes to show that no one is alone in facing a dementia diagnosis, and together we are united. Anyone who wants details about the condition and Dementia Action Week should visit alzheimers.org.uk or call the helpline on 0300 222 1122.